C program to print a different pattern of star. So first we want to print this pattern star, then 2 star, and 3 star, and then 4 star. Okay. Now to print this pattern, if we write this into a matrix form, then there are 1, 2, 3 and 4 rows and 4 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So for rows, we write a loop for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 4 and I plus plus. Then we can generalize this statement, that is here in place of 4. If you want 5 rows to display this pattern, then here in place of 4 you just write here n, and n is any integer, any number, or it indicates the number of rows. Now next, to print the star, here first we want to print 1 star, then 2 star. So here for j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus plus, and then printf star here, and then after this star, after each row we want to display a new line. So printf new line, and then complete for loop. So here when I is equal to 1, we want to carry out this for loop for 1 times. So first when I is equal to 1, because j is equal to 1 and j is less than or equal to 1, so first we print 1 star, then for I equal to 2, for then again j equal to 1, j less than or equal to 2, the j 1 is less than or equal to 2, here condition is true, so print 1 star, and then it increase the j, that is j is 2, 2 less than or equal to 2 is true, so print 2 star. Similarly for I equal to 3, it print 3 star, and so on. Now we are going to print this pattern in C program. So include stdio.h include .h void main now then we want to take integer n, then we require I, j. Okay, next clear the previous output, then next printf how many rows, so how or enter n, just write down enter n indicates the number of rows such that you want to display the star. Enter n scanf %d %d and n. Next, so now for I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Next, for to display a star, we are going to use j loop for j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus plus. Okay, now next we want to print star, print star, and then we want to, after each row we want to display new row in new line. So new line, we enter here new line command, say /n, and then complete the first for loop, then get ch, and to compile this one error, printf So here if you enter say here 4, then you can see here the pattern of star. Okay, if you enter more n, say n is equal to 7, then you can see this pattern. If you enter say n is equal to say 10, then you can see the pattern of star is equal to what? You enter more n, say 15, then you can see here the pattern of star. So now next we want to display the new pattern, next pattern, that is number 2. So we want to display these patterns. First we want to display 1 star, then after 2 star, then 3 star, and then after 4 star. So that is we want to display this. So again, if we write this star pattern in matrix form, then okay, so there are number of columns equal to 4 and number of rows equal to 1. Number of rows are 4 here. So first for first row we want to display 3 spaces, 3 space. Okay, first row there are 3 space, then here it is 2 space for second row, for third row it is 1 space, and for fourth row it is what again, 0 space. So first we want to write loop for space. So first for number of rows we write for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus for number of rows, that is 1 2 3 4. Again for space, for j equal to 1, then j less than or equal to n minus I, that is I is 1, so n minus I is 3, j plus plus. And then we want to print space. Okay, so here we print the space. After this space we want to display the star. So for first row there is 1 star, for 2 row there is 2 star. So print for, again take one more loop, for k is equal to 1, k less than or equal to I, k plus plus. That is for 1 row there is 1 star, for 2 row there is 2 star, and I indicate the number of rows. We take this for loop for number of rows. So I is equal to 1, and then printf here star, and we close the k loop, that is star loop, and then close the for loop. After this again we want to display the new line. After this printf new line. So you can see here this I for number of rows, this j for to print the space, and this k for to print a star. So how many star we want to print? For when I is equal to 1, we want to print 1 star. For I equal to 2 there are 2 star, for I equal to 3 there are 3 star, and for I equal to 4 there are 4 star. Now for here j equal to 1 there is 1 space, 3 space, because n is 4 here. So if n is equal to 4, then 4 minus 1 3. Okay, in particular if you take n is equal to 4, then for n equal to 4 there is 3 spaces. Here you can see here there are how many spaces? 3 spaces. Then when n is I is 2, there are 2 spaces. So I increases, and then number of spaces is decreasing, and number of star is increasing. Spaces decreasing, star increasing. You can see here as I increases, the star increases. First it is 1 star, then 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. Here first there are 3 spaces, then 3 spaces, 1 2 3, then there are 2 spaces, and then there are only 1 space, and then 0 space. Okay, so and then star increases, 1 star, then 2 star, then 3 star, and then there are 4 star. So by using this logic we are going to print the pattern, next pattern. So here it is close. Yeah, instead of close we are new. Again include stdio.h void main integer n in the n for the number of rows, clear the previous output. Okay, then printf, enter your n, enter n. Okay, then scanf %d and n. Okay, next for I is equal to 1 for rows, I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Then next, for first we want to display space. So for j equal to 1, there are 3 spaces for if n is equal to 4. So j less than or equal to n minus I j plus plus. After this we want to display space. So printf the space, we want to print the space. Close this for loop. Then again for now we want to print the star. So for k is equal to 1, k less than or equal to say k less than or equal to I 1 star, then 2 star, I increases here, so k plus plus. And then printf star and then close this k loop. After this we want to print the new line. For each row we want to, at each row we want to display the star in new line. So new line, then close the for loop, get ch and then close this loop. If we compile this, there are 3 errors, undefined symbol I, j, k. So we want to define this I, j and k. Now if you compile, 0 error, and if you run here, if you enter say 4, okay, again what happened, sorry, there is a semicolon for loop. So if we remove this and if you print again number of, now you can see here this it print the pattern of star in this way. Now if you enter more n, say n is equal to 10, you can see this pattern. To enter, if you run more, say here 20, now you can see the pattern. Okay, so first in the first here in first program we print the pattern. If we enter 20, you can we print the pattern like this. Okay, that is okay. And in the second program, okay, we print the pattern like this. So now we want to print the pattern number 3. We want to print the pattern third. We want to print the pattern like this pattern: star, 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 then 3 star, then 2 star, and then star. That is okay, it is just inverse of the first pattern. Okay, if we take the transpose of this matrix, if you take the transpose of this matrix, then it is in first row there are 4 star, in second row there are 3 star, then 2 star and star. Okay, so this pattern is just transpose of the first pattern. So again there are 4 rows. If we take a particular case here, n is equal to 4, that is n indicate the number of rows, and then we want to print here 4 star, then 3 star, 2 star and 1 star. So again for rows we write the one first loop for a number of rows I plus plus, and then for j is equal to 4 star, so here n, j equal to n, j greater than or equal to 1, j plus plus. Okay, and then printf the star. You will get printf the star by using this loop, and printf the new line. We want to, after each row want to display the new star in new line, so printf new line, you will get this pattern. So here when I is equal to 1, when I is 1, the we start j from 4, and then sorry here j minus minus, not plus plus, j minus minus, so j is 4, so 4 greater than or equal to 1, so there is 1 star, uh, then j decreasing, then j is 3, again 3 greater than or equal to 1, so there is 1 star. Okay, for I equal to 1, then this is for I equal to 1, sorry, I equal to 1, then again j decreasing, so j is 2, 2 greater than or equal to 1, so there is 1 more star. If j is equal to 1, there is 1 more star. Okay, so next if it is I is equal to say next when j is 1 or j is 0, this condition is false and I increasing here, so j is when I is 2, here j greater than or equal to I, not 1, j greater than or equal to I, because what we want the first 4 star, then 3 star, so here the one changes here, j greater than or equal to I. So if we write this into a in C program, then we can copy this up to this, copy, then file new line, edit, paste. Okay, so we copy this up to enter n. Now we want to display, want to write here include now for again for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, that is for this I for the number of rows, I plus plus. Then next for j equal to, that is first we want to display the 4 star. If n is 4, then j is equal to 4, j greater than or equal to I, that is for when I is 1, want to want to move this loop 4 times. When I is 2, j move 3 times. When I is 3, j move only 2 times. Okay, and so on. So j minus minus, then again printf the printf the star pattern. This print we want to print star, and after each row, okay, we want to display a new line, and then close the for loop, first for loop, then get ch here. Now if you compile this, 3 errors, again include, okay, include. Now if you compile, 0 error. So now if we enter say n is equal to 4 here, you can see here the first it in first row there are 4 star, then 3 star, 2 star, 1 star. So if you enter more, say let's say 10, so 10, you can see here. Okay, oh, what happened? Oh, sorry, here j is equal to n, not 4, j is equal to n. We want to write in general, so now you can see here this pattern star star star. if we enter say 20 times, you can see here this pattern. So you can see this three pattern one more times. This is the first which pattern. If we run this, there are 20 this pattern. Okay, then if we run this and if we enter 20, you can see the second pattern. Okay, and third, there is just we write here pattern, that is where is that pattern? J is equal to just cancel. So if we close this, sorry, this if we save this, say this is 1 2 pattern. Okay, so we save this as second pattern 2.cpp. okay, close this, then this is what j equal to n. This is our current pattern. Now this is third pattern. Okay, if we run this, this is what, say 20, you can see this is third pattern. If we write this as, we save this as save, okay, and this is what first pattern, one pattern. We run this, we enter 20, and you can see this pattern, this is first pattern. Now next, number 4, next we want to display this pattern, that is 4 star, then there is 3 star, that is then 2 star, and then 1 star. That is again it is a transpose of second pattern. If we take the transpose of this matrix, that is 1 star, no, it is not transpose of this matrix, it is a transpose of this matrix. Okay, 2 3 star 4 star, that is the transpose of this third, then it is 4 star, then 3 star, 2 star, and star. So first, again in first row there is 0 space. Okay, the number of spaces here you can check, here 0, and here 1 space, here 2 spaces, and here 3 spaces. Okay, so here and in the first row there are 4 star, in 2 star, 3 star, 2 star, and then 1 star, that is star getting decreasing. Okay, spaces increasing, star decreasing. So again, the for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, this is for number of rows. Then now we want to write for space. So there are first 0 space, so j is equal to 1, then there are first 0 space, j less than or equal to, j is equal to 1, 0 space, say okay, I minus 1, j plus plus, j less than or equal to I minus 1, j less than or equal to I minus 1, that is when I is first 1, then there are 0 space, when I is 2, there is 1 space, then printf star, only space. Now next, to print star, we use the for k is equal to 4, k, that is k is equal to n, k greater than or equal to 1, k plus plus, and k minus minus, not plus plus, since we want to decrease star, k minus minus, printf star, printf star, and then printf new line. Okay, now you can see here this for this I for number of rows, this j is equal to 1 and j less than or equal to I minus 1, that is first it displays 0 space, then when I is 2 there is 1 space, when I is 2 I is 3 there are 2 spaces, and when I is 4 there are 3 spaces. So this j for to print the space, and k we start k from 4, that is n, and when k is greater than we want to decrease the star, so when k is less greater than or up to k greater than or equal to 1, first it when n is 4 it display the 4 star, then 3 star, and so on. So now then we write this into, we copy this up to here, file new, okay. Now again by using for loop, for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, this I for the number of rows, then for j is equal to 1, j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I minus 1, j plus plus. Okay, next now I want to display the space, printf some space, I want to display space, and then after take one more loop for k is equal to 1, k less than or equal to k is equal to n, the first 4 space, then greater than or equal to 1, k minus minus, and then printf I want to display the star here, star, and then printf new line, and then get ch, okay, and bracket completed. Now if you compile here, one error, undefined symbol k, so want to define here k. If you run here, if we enter say 10, you can see, sorry, again I equal to j equal to 1, I minus 1, j less than or equal to I minus 1, j plus plus, k equal to n, k equal to 1, k minus minus star, k equal to I, greater than I, sorry, not 1, greater than I. So now if we enter here say 5, you can see if we enter this R, then 10, you can see this pattern. If we enter 20, you can see this pattern. Okay, so now this is pattern number 4, and last pattern, see here, pattern number 4. Okay, the last pattern, here we are going to display this pattern number 5. We want to display this pattern star star star, then star 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 star, and okay. So now to display this pattern, if we write this into a matrix form, there is one row, 1 2 3 and 4. Now first we are going to uh, check count number of star. So here number of star. So in first row there are 1 2 3 4 row. First row there is one star. For 2 row there are 3 star. For 3 row there are 7 star, 5 star, 5 star. For 4 row, in fourth row there are 7 star. So when, that is when I equal to, this is for I equal to 1, this is for I equal to 2, this is for I equal to 3, this is for I equal to 4. So that is if we take here 2i minus 1, then we get the number of star. That is when I equal to 1, 2 minus 1, there are 1 star. When I equal to 2, there are 3 star. Okay, and so on. So to print the star, we want to write condition up to less than or equal to 2i minus 1. This is now we want to think about the space: 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 2 space, and then 1 space, and then 0 space, like pattern number second. Pattern number second, you can check here, pattern number second, 3 space, then 2 space, 1 space. That is, here we want to write again this for loop, for to print the space, and then to print the star. Here instead of I, we are going to write here 2i minus 1. So this program is same as program number 2, but just instead of I, we want to move, we want to write condition in the third loop, that is up to 2i minus 1. So again you can see here the first 2 space, 3 spaces, 2 spaces, 1 spaces, and 0 spaces. That is, if we write this into for loop, so here it is for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, for j equal to say what we write in second pattern, j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to n minus I, j equal to 1, that is j less than or equal to n minus I. That is first 3 spaces, then 2 spaces, and then 1 spaces, and so on, and then printf star. Now take one more for loop for k is equal to 1 and k less than or equal to 2i minus 1, 2i minus 1. Okay, and then k plus plus, and then printf star. So if we write this code, then you will get the pattern of star like this. So for example, if we write one more, say new, paste. Okay, so again for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, this is for the number of rows. Then for number of space, first we want to print 3 spaces. So for j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to n minus I, 3 spaces. Then for n equal to 4, then 3 spaces, 2 spaces, 1 spaces, that is, it is decreasing, j plus plus, and the number of star increasing. So printf first, printf space. Now again to print the star, take one more loop for k equal to 1. Now here the condition is k less than or equal to 2i minus 1. Okay, and then k plus plus, there is star increasing and space decreasing. Printf star. Okay, so complete the k loop, then new line. After each row we want to display the next line, next star in new line. So sorry, in new line, then get ch here, and complete this. So now if you compile, 3 errors, undefined symbol k. So we want to define here ijk, compile again, 2 errors, statement missing semicolon. Okay, now if we first we want to save this, say this is the pattern number 5, pattern number 5, and if we compile, if we run this, say 5, then you can see the pattern. Say 10, you can see the pattern. If we 20, you can see this pattern. So over here we have displayed the 5 pattern. So one by one, so if we open again, say dot cpp, this is the first pattern. Okay, file, okay, sorry, say 20, you can see this pattern, 1 star, then 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. Next 2 dot cpp, and this is the second pattern. That is, first there is a space 20, you can see this pattern. Now one more time, say 3 here, 3 dot, if we run this and say enter here 20, you can see this pattern. In first pattern there is 1 star. Now here the number of star decreasing. Okay, in first or second pattern the number of star increasing, but here space after star, and in the fourth pattern space before star, space before star. So if you enter to the 20, space before star, but star getting decreasing here. Okay. In first and second pattern star getting increasing, and the last, that is in number of if I will print the star like pyramid. So we enter 20, we enter more, say 25. Okay, no, 25 is not displaying, 24. Okay, it display the 20, you can see the pattern. Okay, like a pyramid. Thank you.